Did you know one of the best ways to keep your dog active and mentally sharp doesn't involve running, jumping, or fancy equipment? It all starts with their nose. Today, I'm sitting down with professional nosework instructor Brigitte Englener from Nosy Canine to talk about one of the most natural, joyful activities for our pups, especially as they age. And stick around until the end when we give you some fun activities you can do at home with your own dog if it's a youngster or a senior. I'm excited to welcome Brigitte Englener, a certified instructor of the National Association of Canine Scent Work. Brigitte, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Dodi, for inviting me. I feel quite
Yeah.
honored.
Share a little bit about how you became involved with canine nose work.
Well, I got started in 2011. I had at that time a German Shepherd dog with the name of Nero from a local Los Angeles area shelter. He was somebody's backyard dog and he was supposed to be euthanized. So I pulled him and got him out. He was the sweetest dog ever, but he was because he was somebody's backyard dog, he was totally traumatized. He didn't know anything out from the outside world. He didn't know how the inside of the house worked. He didn't know, I mean, he was scared of everything. Um, Totally environmentally sensitive. And since I belonged to a German Shepherd Club, they had a lecture given by a certified instructor from our area. And she talked about canine nosework. And I thought, that's really interesting. I want to try it. And so I got Nero into the next possible class. And I noticed, although he was very hesitant to move forward and engage initially, but it took him like 2 3 sessions, and then you could see how his demeanor changed. Because in the foundational classes, the intro classes, we the dogs only search for treats or their favorite toys. It is because food is such an elementary part of a dog's life.
Right.
And so that's an easy way for them to overcome some fears, especially if you have really yummy treats.
Yeah.
And, and he worked, I'll never forget it. My former instructor, when she sees me, she has since moved away, reminds me, he searched only for tuna fish or salmon from the can. It was quite
So it was a little picky, huh?
grease. Yeah,
Yeah.
quite greasy.
Yeah. If you
Anyway,
knew
but
what
whatever
he liked.
whatever worked, whatever did the trick for him. So I was really happy with the progress he made. However, due to his advanced age, when I got him, he had then subsequent some back situation and didn't make it through surgery. Then I got another German Shepherd with the name of Rocky from a local rescue. And same thing, he was somebody's backyard dog, totally shy, environmentally sensitive, scared of everything, wanting to pull me home as soon as we got around the block. And I started nosework with him too. And same thing, they gain so much confidence because nothing bad is happening. By they are by themselves in the search area. There's no other dog they need to worry about, and people stay in the background. And all they need to do is searching for the treats in some boxes or later down the road outside boxes. And we actually, even so, he was already an older dog when I got him. He advanced so much that he was put on target odor and we started competing. We never made it very far because, again, his age, an age ailment set in. And so we
Mhm.
couldn't go out competing, but we continued for the improvement of his quality of life, some classes as long as he could. And then when that didn't work anymore, I did some little things around the house so that he had continued enrichment all the way to the end. And
Right. So I just gained
I was hooked.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hooked because I saw the benefits of
Right.
what it can do for the well-being of a dog.
So this evolved from professional detection work, right? Can you
Yeah,
explain
I
how
did.
that transition into a sport happened?
Yeah, I I would like to give credit to the three co-founders. One is Ron Gaunt. He was a retired canine dog handler. He has unfortunately already passed away. Then there's also Amy Hero, professional dog handler, and then Jill Marie O'Brien, also a professional dog handler. And they were just asked by some of their friends, how do you train a dog? And so they showed them with their pet dogs, search for treats, like I mentioned earlier. And and then the people liked it. They told some more friends, and some more friends took a class. And then people got competitive. They said, well, can they search for something else? And then um, Ron, Amy, and Jill thought about what could we do because we cannot do lay people. We don't search for narcotics or anything like that, like law enforcement. And then so they used three essential oils: birch, anise, and clove, and goes the drop goes on the Q-tip and it goes into a tin so that the dog cannot swallow it. And then this tin is being hidden somewhere, and the dog learned to search for that. And then that's it became transitioned from an activity to a sport. And then it is now worldwide, actually. You can find canine nose work in Canada, Central and South America, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, all over Europe, and some Asian countries. And then other organizations copied this, like AKC, UKC, and other organizations, and made their own version of it. Yeah,
Right, right.
huh,
So basically, this evolved from basically just hunting activity that
it
dogs
is.
naturally do. And,
Right.
it just goes from there. So
Yeah,
what kind of dogs do you think benefit the most from scent work? I know all dogs can benefit,
yeah.
but like in my experience as a veterinarian, I would
Mhm.
refer like dogs that were in sports that maybe had injuries that
Yeah,
ended their
exactly.
career, that I would say,
Exactly.
hey, this is something that your
Yeah,
dog can compete in and
yeah,
enjoy. And what other
exactly.
dogs do you think it's suitable for, especially?
So, first of all, any dog can do it. It does not matter the age. Like you can get them started as puppies all the way to the senior citizens. Every single breed, whether it's a purebred, a toy breed like a Yorkie or Maltese or Chihuahua, all the way up to a Great Dane, any dog can do it. And then also um, I a blind dog can do it, or we have some deaf dogs doing the sport as well. And we have three-legged dogs do it, and also dogs in what do you call that, Dodie? When the hind end is in a cart, like in a wheel.
Oh,
What is
handicapped, basically dogs and carts,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they
rear
can do
paralysis, yeah.
it. Right, right, right. So any dog can do it.
In
And
our experience, our 16-year-old Chihuahua mix,
right,
she's
you're
still,
telling.
her nose works great. I mean, she
Oh
can't
yes.
see all that great.
Oh yes.
And she
Yeah.
definitely doesn't hear, or she has very selective hearing at this point in her life, but
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
really enjoying her nose these days. And
Yeah.
no, we started out with a reactive shepherd,
Hmm.
and it really that she was a different dog after doing nose work. She just
Yeah.
liked the order of it, how all the dogs are kept safe, and it's a very safe
Yes.
environment for the dogs. They feel
Yeah.
confident and they feel safe around the other dogs
Yeah.
because everybody
Yeah,
observes a safe distance. It's just really great. I
yeah,
think for all dogs, as you say.
yeah.
But
Thank you for pointing this out.
yeah.
Like make I want to really highlight this, that this is not about getting this activity or sport is not about getting ribbons. It is a wholesome activity that is the dogs enjoy. It
Hmm.
taps into the natural ability to use the nose because when um, they are born blind and deaf until their eyes and ears open, and they have to find the nipple of the mom for nursing, right? So the nose is how they see the world, how they take in their environment. And then also it is a fantastic sport or activity, I should say here, for reactive dogs because um they learn, like you pointed out, that there is safety in place, like the search areas. We NACSW really emphasizes safety, that there is one way in and another way out of the search area so that the reactive dogs don't get in contact with another dog. And there's only one dog in the search area. So they don't have to worry and look over their shoulder if another dog is getting into their space.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to point out, I think you initially started working with Puzzle, but I remember Puzzle
Yeah.
when she was an agility competitor before she
Yeah.
went blind, but
Yeah.
she went blind prematurely, unfortunately. So
Hmm.
I'm going to
Hmm.
show a little footage of Puzzle searching, and Puzzle's mom's going to tell us a little bit about their journey
Hmm.
with nose work. I
Yeah.
interviewed her mom about their journey, so
Yeah.
we'll stop just to hear from her.
This one down there, you guys. This one down there, you guys. And she goes up like a sighted dog, to
Hmm.
the vehicle.
But she doesn't hit it with her head.
Yeah. Oh, there is something.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Very nice.
Good girl. She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
So this is Jane and Puzzle, and I'm going to let Jane tell you a little bit about Puzzle.
Well, Puzzle came to me as a guide dog puppy, and then she didn't make it because she had hormone incontinence. And then she became my puppy at about 1.5 years. And we've done obedience, agility, rally, all of her life. She's been a working dog since being a guide dog puppy. And we didn't do anything for a little while during COVID. And then just recently, well, 6 months ago about, I got another puppy. And I thought, this is not fair to not let Puzzle continue to work. So I started nose work with her. And lo and behold, she loves it. She's good at it. And she cannot see. She has pretty bad cataracts. I was going to get them taken off. We did all the testing for them and actually found that she has an issue with the retina in both eyes, and removing the cataracts wouldn't actually help her sight. So she doesn't see a lot. She doesn't see at night at all. One eye is about 95%, and I'm not quite sure what the other eye is, but we know she can't see because she bumps into lots of things, and I have to be careful about that. But nose work, she follows her nose. Her nose works.
It's her happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a great sport for dogs with any kind of disability, or dogs that had to retire from, say, a sport or an injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Puzzle's a great dog, and she gets to keep working.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Dodie.
Before we
Good.
wrap up, could you give our viewers a few simple scent games they can try at home?
Yeah, I'd love to. It doesn't involve a lot of money, really. What you can do is whether you feed your dog once a day or twice a day, you can pre-made food, whatever it is, take that portion of the meal and separate it out in 3, 4, 5 smaller dishes, and then place it around the kitchen or around the house where the dog is allowed to go with food. But make sure that that no other dogs are in the same area, because we do not want to encourage competition and potential fighting. And then have the dog search for his or her meal. And you can do that for every single meal. And that is a really fun activity. They love doing it. And it's fun for the dog owners to watch. Or what you can do is take a snuffle mat, which is like a rug, a shaggy rug that you might have at home. Does not have to be a big piece. You don't have to buy one. Yes, they are available for purchase, but you can take just a little shaggy rug and put the kibble in there or some dog treats in there, and then have the dog find each and every little piece of kibble.
Yep, yep.
That doesn't cost anything.
I know my friend does that with her dog to keep it busy while they're eating dinner.
Right. Yeah, yeah. Or you take some of your shipping boxes from Amazon, Chewy, or other places, and put the treats or the meals, pieces of the meals in there, and again all over the house or in the garage or so. Just be careful about the backyard, because if you don't want to attract ants, and they can be really fast. They can be sometimes faster than the dog finding their place, or even wasps.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Oh,
noticed
good point.
can be
Good
attracted.
point.
So be careful about that.
Yeah.
And then always you can buy those they're online, those games where there's a lid over some compartment. The dog has to slide with the nose, maybe the lid open, and then there's a treat inside. I mean, you know, you want to
There's all
spend
sorts
some
of
money.
puzzles and things. Yeah.
Yeah, some puzzles. Yeah,
So if someone wants to take it further, like joining a class or
yeah,
even being competitive, where can they
yeah.
go to learn more or get involved?
At www.k9nosework.com, and you do an instructor search, or you just Google it, nosework instructor search, and then that should pull up the website, and then you put in the city where you live, and then I believe you can select the radius of where, how much you are willing to drive. But I would really recommend to take a class with an instructor, even if you have to drive a little bit, for a good class. And yes, it's possible to take an online class, but you learn so much by watching not just your own dog search, but also other dogs search. Because many things what an instructor says about someone else's dog applies to your own dog or yourself as a handler as well. So,
Yeah, yeah, I see. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Brigitte. I know we've really
Welcome.
enjoyed K9 Knows Work, and we're so grateful that you're part of our journey. And if you'd like to learn more, we'll have the links in the description for the National Association of Canine Scent Work. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more holistic health tips for your dogs and cats. So happy sniffing, as Brigitte says.
Oh, exactly. Happy sniffing. Thanks, Jody.
Thank you.
Bye.